Hi everyone, I am Manu V. Welcome to my another video on cost and its concepts. As you know, it's a very important topic from the exam point of view. So let's start with the definition of cost. Cost refers to the total expenses incurred in the production of a commodity. That means the monetary and non-monetary expenditure incurred by a producer on the factor as well as non-factor inputs. And cost analysis refers to the study of behavior of cost in relation to one or more production criteria, namely size of output, scale of production, price of factors, and other economic variables. We know that there is a connection between output and cost of production. So here we have cost function. A cost function shows the functional relationship between output and cost of production. And it is given as C is equal to F of Q. Here C is cost, Q is equal to units of output, F is equal to functional relationship. So there is a functional relationship between output and cost of production. That is the cost function. You know, cost functions are derived functions because they are derived from production functions. And cost function of a firm depends on two factors. First, quantum of goods produced or quantity of goods produced, and prices of factors of production. And next, very important topic, elasticity of cost or cost output elasticity. It measures the responsiveness of total cost to changes in output, and it is the ratio of percentage change in total cost to percentage change in total output. That is, cost is equal to percentage change in total cost divided by percentage change in output. That is delta C divided by delta Q into Q divided by C. It can also be represented as a ratio between marginal cost and average cost. Symbolically, elasticity of cost is equal to marginal cost divided by average cost. That is MC divided by AC. Next, we are going to cost concepts. First, money cost. Production cost expressed in terms of money is called as money cost. In other words, it is the total money expenses incurred by a firm in producing a commodity. Money cost includes the expenditures such as cost of raw materials, payment of wages and salaries, payment of rent, interest on capital, expenses on fuel and power, expenses on transportation and other types of production related costs. These costs are considered as out-of-pocket expenses, and money costs are also called as prime cost or direct cost or nominal cost or accounting cost or explicit cost or out-of-pocket cost, suiting to context. And explicit cost, payment made to others for the purchase of factors of production, is known as explicit cost. It refers to the actual expenditure of the firm to purchase or hire the inputs the firm needs. And explicit cost includes wages, payment for raw material, rent for the building, interest for capital invested, expenditure on transportation and advertisement, other expenses like license fee, depreciation and insurance charges, etc. It is also called accounting cost or out-of-pocket cost or money cost. And implicit cost, payment made to the use of resources that the firm already owns, is known as implicit cost. In simple terms, implicit cost refers to the imputed cost of a firm's self-owned and self-employed resources. A firm or producer may use his own land, building, machinery, car, and other factors in the process of production. These costs are not recorded under normal accounting practices as no cash payment takes place. However, the value of the owned services are imputed and considered for preparing the profit and loss accounts. And implicit cost is also called as imputed cost or book cost. So, economic cost is equal to implicit cost plus explicit cost. Next, economic cost. It refers to all payments made to the resources owned and purchased or hired by the firm in order to ensure their regular supply to the process of production. It is the summation of explicit and implicit cost. And economic cost is relevant to calculate the normal profit and thereby the economic profit of a firm. So, economic cost is equal to implicit cost plus explicit cost. Next, social cost. It refers to the total cost borne by the society due to the production of a commodity. Alfred Marshall defined the term social cost to represent the efforts and the sacrifices undergone by the various members of the society in producing a commodity. And social cost is the cost that is not borne by the firm but incurred by others in the society. For example, large business firms cause air pollution, water pollution and other damages in a particular area which involve cost to the society. These costs are treated as social cost. It is also called as external cost. And the next very important, opportunity cost. It refers to the cost of next best alternative use. In other words, it is the value of the next best alternative foregone. For example, a farmer can cultivate both paddy and sugarcane in a farmland. If he cultivates paddy, the opportunity cost of paddy output is the amount of sugarcane output given up. And opportunity cost is also called as alternative cost or transfer cost. Next, sunk cost. A cost incurred in the past and cannot be recovered in future is called as sunk cost. This is historical but irrelevant for future business decisions. It is called as sunk because they are unalterable, unrecoverable, and if once invested, it should be treated as drowned or disappeared. For example, if a firm purchases a specialized equipment designed for a special plant, the expenditure on this equipment is a sunk cost because it has no alternative use and its opportunity cost is zero. Sunk cost is also called as retrospective cost. Next, floating cost. It refers to all expenses that are directly associated with the business activities but not with the asset creation. It does not include the purchase of raw material as it is a part of current assets. It includes payments like wages to workers, transportation charges, fee for power and administration. And floating cost is necessary to run the day-to-day business of a firm. Next, prime cost. All costs that vary with the output together with the cost of administration are known as prime cost. In short, prime cost is equal to variable cost plus cost of administration. Next, fixed cost. Fixed cost does not change with the change in the quantity of output. In other words, expenses on fixed factors remain unchanged irrespective of the level of output, whether the output is increased or decreased, or even it becomes zero. For example, rent of the factory, watchman's wages, permanent workers' salary, insurance premium, deposits for power, license fee, etc. And fixed cost is also called as supplementary cost or overhead cost. And last, variable cost. These costs vary with the level of output. Examples of variable cost are wages of temporary workers, cost of raw materials, fuel cost, electricity charges, etc. And variable cost is also called as prime cost, special cost, or direct cost. Happy learning, folks. Thank you.